stretch there, kicking in as if it was a behind, but now he goes in from the boundary line, behind the pack, Bailey. Wilson shepherding and telling him to go long. He goes high instead, and it favours Lockman. Oh, good roving though. Driven forward by Dean, up towards half forward. Out comes Wight, held when he didn't have it. Then he holds Banks when he didn't have it. Hasn't been spotted, let it go. Banniston now, over the top, running into goal. Lyon for the Demons. He's got it. Warren Dean brings up the first major of the afternoon after 6 3/4 minutes. And it's Melbourne 1-1-7. Garry Lyon, rather. I think I said Dean then, with Collingwood yet to score.
Yeah, certainly a very exciting player, Garry Lyon, even though he was on the end of a chain of hand passes, lining up at centre half forward. Yes, I think it's probably nerves. The build-up of these players don't really know the old build-up of the Melbourne Collingwood games because some of them are so young, but still, I'm sure there's pressure on them because of their nerves.
The Demons worried to be denied. Healy shoots one in. Mark quickly on the ground by Lyon. And a good run there by Healy, takes it from him, only metres out, and he's goal. He initiated it, he put the pass down, and butted up and kicked a very valuable goal. Melbourne second in 12.5 minutes.
Certainly Greg Healy's been a very busy rover, figuring in 5 or 6 passages of play already, and shooting a skimmer pass into Garry Lyon, running past, and Collingwood, I must admit, are not checking very well in Melbourne's forward line.
Took the mark and now plays on. The kick's too long. Really is kick to kick at the moment. A new man on the ground, Steve Turner, goes towards the flank. Oh, good mark, Healy. Handballs quickly onto Wilson. Wilson's pass, a beauty. Dean, inside 50. Comes back. It's there. Warren Dean gets his first goal, and the Demon fans ecstatic. And Healy again starting it off.
Yes, Healy's at this stage has had about 11 possessions, 8 kicks, 3 hand passes.
And it's 23-13. Demons in front as Wilson puts him in front again, and the bounce over the top of Rosonico. Or was it? No, it was Christian. Giles got the corsage on there and can't get the ball back. He does now to Robbie Flower, who seemed to have switched flanks and blasted in. That's a goal for Robbie Flower in his comeback game. His first goal, and his teammates and the crowd love it. Just to recap and see how positively he handled that ball, and he watched the ball onto his foot, kept it low, hard. And I'm sure that could have split a hair between those goalposts. Picked up form in the last 2 years and puts it in towards Cloak. He's a bit short, he can't get up like he used to, and the handball comes out quickly. That's Giles. Little fickle bounce there, gives Sean White the chance. A nice left footer, he kicked a beauty last week, and he's kicked one today. A clever goal from the man who's played about 4 different football sports, including Gaelic footy, rugby, soccer, and now Australian rules. A man from Glasgow and Ireland doing his stuff, and he's having a good season with the Demons.
He gives it back to him. Lyon pressures him and it goes straight to Johnston. Melbourne now swing into attack. The pass, a beauty through Healy's hands though. He's been pushed. Umpires give him the free. A little lucky there, Healy. Free kick might have been there, but he should have held the mark. 10th kick for Healy into the pocket, and that's another strong mark from the Collingwood defender. Crawl not Payne. Flowers snap. It's a goal. Well, the boos from the Magpie fans nearly drowning out the roars of delight from the Demon supporters. But 2 to Robbie Flower. The scoreboard has the final say, and the difference 23 points.
Yes, play on called by the umpires. 2 or 3 doubtful marking decisions, but you have to hold your marks today, and play on. Flower picked it up. Beautiful left foot snap over his right shoulder to register Melbourne's 6th goal.
Melbourne lead 43 to Collingwood's 20.
been in a very handy position as Bradbury from fullback gains some extra meterage, but it's going to come back quickly. Wilson, oh, lovely pass. Bradbury left Flower on his own. Bit of bad luck for Bradbury there. He was caught out of position and he's been punished for it. And Robert Flower will line up for number 3. Study and concentration as the Melbourne skipper. And the result never in doubt. 2 in the turn for Flower, 3 for the match. It's been a great comeback for the Melbourne skipper. And he puts his team 32 points in front.
Yes, we're watching Wilson, beautiful pass. Bradbury being caught out of position. And Flower taking the easiest of chest marks and converting.
Towards the centre, and the mark's taken by Stretch. Thought about playing on. Now he goes long, towards half forward. Oh, Wilson, brilliant mark! The Conjurer feeds it out for Giles. The goal! Brian Wilson, again instrumental in a Melbourne goal. Giles first, but it really was Wilson of his Brownlow medal days.
Yeah, certainly a magical mark. It's probably not something you always try and do, take one-handed marks unless you're out of position, but he did it very well, and a beautiful hand pass to Giles, running past, coming right down the ground and threading it through for the 8th goal, giving Melbourne a very good commanding lead at this stage.
Mark then, and there was no free
Inconsistency, yes, that's right.
Kick in from Spalding, looking for Stretch. There's a chance for Grinter. The 2 to beat, did it well. Wilson taps it on to Wight. The Irishman cleverly chips it towards half forward. Away goes Payne, told to go for home by teammates, and Payne finds the middle. Paul Payne's first, and the Melbourne fans really enjoying the way their team are playing this last few weeks.
Great chip shot from Sean Wight, finding Paul Payne, plenty of time, shepherded by his teammate. A good kick. Collingwood at this stage are playing stop-start football.
The kick hasn't got enough bend in it. Oh, easy one there for Danny Hughes, who marks. Bradbury was out of position. He kicks it out towards Lyon. Well done, Demons.
Lyon wheels back onto the right. Squaring kick. Look at all these Demons here. Healy told to go for it by Johnson. Away goes Greg Healy. Back to Wilson. They're queuing up to kick this goal. Wilson from 45 metres. No mistake. First goal for Wilson, and really that just typified how easily the Demons are doing it. And after Collingwood had struggled to get it forward and missed an opportunity.
Yes, right from the back line when Hughes kicked wide to the wing, watching Healy. He probably should have turned, come back the other way, but still plenty of time. Long hand pass. Johnson and Wilson raffle it. Who takes it? Wilson's snap from 45 metres out, right through.
Kicks the ball and straight to a Demon. Spalding, and that's poor play by Morwood. Should have known and could have done better than that, and he swings play out to the man on the wing, and it's Wilson. He knew Stretch was stretching out on that back, and it's a delightful kick to Williams. A beautiful pass. Gaver had no chance there.
David Williams, 60 metres out from goal. 2 or 3 leads offering. They all went at once, so he goes with the torpedo punt right up into the goal square. Off hands, Wight, goal. Yes, that was through. It was not a very good performance from a man used to a round ball and the soccer skills, but he did fumble it over with the boot. Second for Sean Wight, and that one's answered pretty quickly by the Demons.
Yes, he was trying to pick it up, but he thought better of it. Just
a goal each in this third quarter in 7 minutes. Paul Payne. Here's a juggle here for Healy again, delightful at the back, and he runs on. Oh, Wilson's magic today. He's back to his Brownlow medal form. It's not a bad kick to Wight. Well, Robbie Flower's got him. thought that someone put a hand on that, but obviously they didn't. This Flower did come from behind. And probably the most popular player at Melbourne in years is running in to kick his 4th goal. And he's kicked his 4th goal. Good effort, Robbie Flower. They really love you down here.
Yes, watching Brian Wilson balking and trying to beating that extra man all the time. Yes, watching the replay.
Melbourne have increased their scoring margin, 38 to it was at the start of the quarter. Williams been an active player on the forward line. And that's just about on the grass, but it's a mark to Robbie Flower. And that would be a top end of the ground to play on a beautiful day. It's like finals weather, of course, and all the Demon supporters are at this end, the Richmond end. Robbie's 9th kick. He's kicked 4 goals. Now it's 5. And certainly one of Melbourne's best. Coupling up with maybe Wilson and who else? John from Melbourne playing well.
Oh yes, Healy set the Demons going. Wilson's been magnificent, and Flower with his 5 goals certainly has been a magnificent captain. But to me, that started back.
Ricochet goes to Patterson. Towards the wing from Bailey. Gathered nicely by Healy. Handball to Johnson. He's been in everything in this quarter. Towards half forward. Taken there by Dean. Wheels onto the right boot. Lovely pass right onto the chest of Wight. What delivery from Warren Dean. And a confident lead from Wight, and he capped it off with a goal. And Lee Matthews really just an onlooker.
I think Lee would rather be out in the sun somewhere. That's typical, though, of the pass from Dean to Wight, because the Melbourne forwards have been in front many more times than what they're Collingwood at the other end.
Well, Dean has his pass capped off with a goal by Sean Wight, his 3rd. And the Demons doing it very easily now. They lead by some 56 points, and we've played 20 minutes into this 3rd quarter.
Well, their scoring rate, well, look again at this kick from Dean. It had a little bend on it. It was the right measurements, and Wight was really charging at the ball. Chest job. I don't know why Gwynter's got that kick. That is an unfair tackle. Who's down?
Well, Turner.
Yates was down, but he's up. Yeah. Turner not.
There's Turner down in the centre of the ground. Looks like he's in trouble.
And Melbourne with the kick. Yes, Melbourne's Turner, not Collingwood's Turner. Melbourne with the kick.
Dean it is.
He doesn't look crash hot, does he?
He was winded in the 2nd quarter. And there's another one feeling the effects. Yates, who was met heavily. And I think perhaps umpires waiting for this Melbourne player Turner to be stretchered off.
There's 3 of them out there really out of puff. 3 Melbourne players. Oh, righty.
Leg injury of some description. So that's bad luck for Steve Turner. Started the game on interchange. So don't know whether that little signal with the finger was whether there's some problem with the hand, or he's just signalling to the doctor how his ankle or something went. Ankle or knee. So he can't make it off under his own steam, so Steve Turner stretch it off for Melbourne. One of the less pleasing aspects for them today. And a very fine performance. Not over yet, of course, but as we head towards 3/4 time, they're 52 points up. And Big O'Dwyer comes back onto the ground, and Warren Dean will eventually have the shot for goal. Inside 50. He's kicked 1 for the afternoon. 2 now. That's a towering kick from Dean. The weight didn't put him off. And Melbourne going from strength to strength.
5 goals for the quarter.
Support from Turner. He hasn't given up trying all day. Straight to Dean now. Left foot kicks a beauty towards half forward. Completes the whole pack. Wilson runs into the open goal, draws the man in the square on his own as Williams has a look around and bangs it through. First for Williams, and no celebrations, well, not on the field. It's just too easy for the Demons.
Who said Brian Wilson was selfish?
He thought about having a shot, I think.
I think if he hadn't have hand passed that, he would have had a lot of criticism from John Northey. He broke clear, had a look around, drew the man to him, which was great.
This man here, Owen Yates coming in, Taylor's still in there using those big arms and body, and he won't give up. He's using arms and body right now. Something sparked him off. The notebook's coming out leisurely, and oh, wow. Oh.
Well, this might develop into something that's not very funny, but
You notice how the umpires are standing off. They're not going in pulling players around. They've learnt their lesson of this. You don't put a hand on the player. From now on,
well, this is very reminiscent of the game at VFL Park when Taylor put on a stoush. But it seemed too late to make a difference here.
How was that?
It was a relayed free kick.
Relayed free kick. Thank you, John. That's his 14th kick. Down to Giles. Melbourne player Robbie Flowers pushed down before the ball was anywhere near 10-15 metres. And the Melbourne most lovable character trots back point-blank range. Collingwood were running hot, by the way, with 4 goals in 5 minutes after the fight involving Brian Taylor. But Robbie Flower has kicked 5 goals. And his accuracy has been there all day. 6 goals to Flower. A top performance. His comeback game after breaking his thumb. Another serious injury amongst the many he suffered in his long career.
Certainly the free kicks are interesting at this stage. Melbourne have received 32 for the game against Collingwood's 23, but Melbourne have received 11 free kicks this quarter.
Not much doubt about that, mate.
That's what's going to happen, look. Gopher. Oh, dear, oh, dear. And now Melbourne on pouncing here and kick a goal. Nick Johnson has it, 40 metres out. And that's it. Well, there's a lesson learned there, Collingwood players. Featuring Banks, Gopher, particularly Gopher, and Johnson's kicked a goal.
He'd want to be a gopher now, I think, and bury himself.
Rather shocking error.
Yeah, certainly frustration. When frustration sets in at this time of a game, you can do things which you don't normally do, and the Collingwood players were just lost as to what to do.
Against by Grinter. That was stretch, in fact. Sparks gets it across there to Wilson. It's all over at the MCG. And Melbourne deserved winners. There was a bit to cheer about that last term after it seemed all over at three-quarter time. 59-point leaders then were Melbourne. Collingwood got back to within 33, but the Demons have weathered the storm, and Robbie Flower, a very happy skipper, kicked 6 goals in their 46-point victory.